What's going on, guys, and welcome to another Premier League predictions for game week 36. Some of it is a double game week for some teams, so there's a lot of fixtures to get through, so let's get into it. First up on Saturday, 3 o'clock, we've got Crystal Palace versus Watford. I've actually gone with a Palace 2-0 home win in this one. I think Watford are really in trouble. They're definitely going to go back down. Hodgson has announced that he will be going back into retirement after the end of the season, and I just think any manager would have had a tough time going in there at the moment and turning it around for them. And Vieira of Palace, a bit inconsistent, but I like the football they play and what Vieira's bringing to the table with them, and they've got some decent they got a young team, to be honest, and they're performing. So Palace, I expect to get the win. I'm going to go 2-0. Chelsea versus Wolves. Obviously, Chelsea struggling last month or so with results and things not going their way. And Wolves have definitely slumped to how they started the season. They've had a poor second half of the season. And I think that Chelsea will edge this one. I'm going to go 1-0. Burnley versus Aston Villa. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this. I feel like Villa are struggling to get consistent positive results, and Gerrard won't be happy with that. And I think Burnley have got the confidence, they've got the momentum, and they've got the belief at the moment to be getting results. And I think since that Mike Jackson, Mike Jackson's gone in there, and I don't think they've drawn a game since he's gone in. I think they've won all the games so far since he's gone in. So I expect Burnley to get something from the game, especially being at home. They've turned it into a bit of a fortress lately. So I think that they will get something, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Brentford versus Southampton. I've gone 2-0 Brentford. I think that they're on... I know they lost recently to Manchester United. I still think they had their moments in that game, and they were on a good run before that game. So I think that being at home, it will favour them with a crowd behind them, and I think Southampton could get something there, but they're going to have to be on their A game, and I think Brentford, I would favour them. So I'm going to go 2-0, and I think Eriksen, since he's gone in there, has really revitalised and give them an energised push. So I'm going to go 2-0 Brentford. Then into the later kickoffs on Saturday, there's two. And first up at 5:30 is Brighton versus Manchester United. I've gone for a 2-1 win Manchester United in this. Brighton have got a poor home record, and I think that sometimes we are better away from home than we are at home. And yeah, I think that we will edge this one, and Potter can definitely cause any team, another opposing team, problems on his day with the players and the system he plays. But Brighton have struggled at home this season, and even though Manchester United have struggled for their standards home and away, I think that we will get a result in this one, and I've gone for us to scrape it with a 2-1 away win. Liverpool versus Tottenham. 7:45 kickoff on the Saturday. I've gone 2-0 Liverpool. I think Tottenham and Conte have definitely improved since Conte's gone in there. The front three of Kulusevski, Son and Kane have been phenomenal. I think they've probably got the best attack in the league at the moment. But against Liverpool, I just think, even though they've got a lot to think about with the Champions League final now coming up and the FA Cup final as well, I still think that they know how to get it done, and I think they can't afford to slip up in terms of their chances for the league as well. So I see them getting a result again in this one. I'm going to go 2-0. It's at Anfield, and they're unstoppable at Anfield especially, so I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. Going into Sunday's games, first up we've got Arsenal versus Leeds. I think this could be a really exciting, fast game, end to end. I've gone with a bit of a one-sided scoreline, but I think it'll be exciting still. And I've gone for 3-0 Arsenal. I wouldn't be surprised if Leeds could get a goal, but I can't see them getting a win in this. Maybe they could grab a draw, but it's going to be very difficult. And I think with Arsenal, since Arteta's gone in this season, I know they've been a bit inconsistent at times, especially in the last few months. They haven't got a whole ton of wins, but I still expect them to get 3 points in this one, and I'm going to go 3-0. Norwich versus West Ham. Obviously, West Ham are going to be playing tonight in the second leg of the semi-final of the Europa League. I'll be watching that, hoping that they can reach that final with the Europa League. Against Norwich, Norwich at home, but Norwich definitely relegated. They officially have been relegated already. And yeah, I mean, they've got nothing to lose in terms of, like, they're already relegated, so they should have the freedom to go out and just play whatever they want. But I still think West Ham, even if they don't play their full strength squad, are good enough to get a result there. So I've gone 1-0 West Ham. Leicester versus Everton. Everton obviously fighting for their lives right now and beat Chelsea the other day, and I think that they're really trying to get out of that danger zone now, and they look like they might be able to do it, but still got a bit of work to do. And against Leicester at the King Power Stadium, I think it's going to be a bit tough of a task. So I've gotten 2-0 Leicester, but it should be a scrappy one in that one because Everton are fighting for their lives literally on the pitch. So I look forward to their games now because they've really got to fight it out now to the end of the season. And I was impressed with their physicality against Chelsea. And I think that's what won them that game. So be interesting to see how they get on in that game. But I've gone Leicester 2-0. Man City versus Newcastle. 4:30 on Sunday. I've gone 3-0 Man City. I think Eddie Howe's done a terrific job since he went into Newcastle. But I think this is a bit much of a tough ask to get a result. But saying that, City messed up. They should have been in the final of the Champions League last night. They had the opportunities and they messed it up from an advantageous position to begin with. And they messed it up and Madrid took advantage of it. And Madrid are obviously a different level to Newcastle. But how is that going to affect City now in the league and their mentality? It's going to be very interesting. I think they'll bounce back and I've gone for a 3-0 Man City win. Going into Tuesday, we've got one game on Tuesday, 8 o'clock kickoff, Aston Villa versus Liverpool. I've actually gone for a 2-1 away win to Liverpool. Gerrard's definitely got the nucleus there at Villa to get a decent amount of results and a good league position finish, but I expect that more next season if they keep hold of him. I think he needs a few more players brought in and the players that he's got at the moment currently to just gel a bit more and get a bit more consistent and get some results that they haven't been getting for a while. And I think that you need to be patient with Gerrard and give him a next season at the minimum to see how he's going to do. So, but I've gone for Liverpool in this one. I've gone 2-1. Going into Wednesday's games, we got 4 games. First one, 7:30, Leeds United versus Chelsea. I've gone 2-1 Chelsea away from home. Tough place to go, Leeds, though, even though they're quite an open team and the space they leave on the counter. But at home, they're a lot harder to beat, I think. I think it could be a very scrappy, tight game, but I think it'll be exciting. I've actually gone 2-1 to Chelsea. I look forward to that one. I think it could be a very entertaining game. Leicester versus Norwich. 7:45. I've gone 3-0 Leicester. I just don't see what Norwich offer anymore. I don't think they have a certain style of play that they stick to or philosophy that they're good enough to stick to and get results. So I just see that their season's done. So I see Leicester actually winning that pretty easily. So 3-0 Leicester. Another 7:45. We got Watford versus Everton. I've gone for Everton 2-1 away win. As I said, they're fighting for their lives. Watford are at home, obviously, but I just think that Everton really want to get out of that, and I think that they've got a bit more fight in them than Watford, and I think that they've got a better overall squad than Watford if they're on it. And I'm very impressed with Gordon and how he's playing for Everton. I just got a feeling that Everton will pull 3 points out of that one. So I've gone 2-1 away to Everton. And then lastly, on the Wednesday, 8:15, we've got Wolves versus Man City. I've gone for a 1-0 away win for Man City. Wolves, as I said a little bit earlier on, are struggling this second half of the season, not scoring enough goals, not winning enough games where it's close. And so I think that Man City will scrape a win in that, and I've gone for a 1-0 away win. And then lastly this week, guys, Thursday, 12th of May, 7:45, it's the North London derby. It's Tottenham, Arsenal. I've sat on the fence a little bit with it, and I've gone 2-2. It should be a feisty game, though. It always is. There could be a bit of scrapping, quite a lot of cards, I'd imagine, and hopefully a lot of goals, and it should be for an entertaining game. Let's hope anyway. I've gone for a 2-2 draw. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys, and who your team has and how you fancy your chances. And before I go, 2,000 subscribers by the 1st of June is the target. I can only do it with your help, so make sure you're subscribing, guys. Make sure the notifications are on, and I'll see you guys soon.